at this. Look what you're doing to him.
Sir, let go.
Look
He's
at
coming
him.
with me.
Come
No,
on.
let go.
Look at this.
Sir, I'm sorry. He's coming with me.
Look at this.
Let go. I said let
Come
go.
on. Come on.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But not in dependency court. The right to legal counsel, your Miranda rights, the right to a speedy trial by a jury of your peers in front of an impartial judge, the right to an appeal. These basic American fair trial standards are not required in the one court that matters most, the one that determines if you are a fit parent. We are told that America has a child abuse epidemic. An epidemic so huge we spend $29.4 billion a year on it. Yet child abuse is down 62% since 1990.
The data coming from the child protection system that has for now over 20 years been collecting these reports. Those substantiated sexual abuse cases have declined a remarkable 62% from the period between 1990 to 2010, down by almost 2/3. And it's not just all child maltreatment cases that are declining. In fact, no, neglect cases have actually been relatively stable.
Who is benefiting from all this money? The federal government offers state incentives to help move children out of foster care and into permanent homes. What do states do when there are incentives on the table but the rates are down 62%? They redefine neglect. The official term? Child laundering.
Children are being legally kidnapped from their homes for no reason and then put up for adoption for federal monies.
The government knows there are problems.
Not just the 500,000 children in foster care, but of that 500,000, about 100,000 have had their parental rights terminated because the state has decided that reunification is not possible in this case, that children would be harmed irreparably from going back to that family, and so we work to try to find them another family, a better family.
A better family?
What I found is this justice system is about dollars, and it's not about justice.
Child Protective Service has become the Child Procurement Service.
I would never believe that such abuses by government and by states are possible in the democracy. DCYS is worse than KGB. KGB never took children.
KYA launched an investigation of its own, interviewing hundreds of parents and workers. It concluded too many neglected children and their families are treated in deplorable ways by caseworkers whose attitudes are often hateful, rude, or outright hostile. It found biological parents are not given a fair shake, and adoptions are expedited much too quickly. In fact, KYA calls it a stacked deck against parents, with rapid investigations leading to premature removal of children through unrealistic case plans and goals that may seem impossible for many families to meet.
With recent changes at the federal level, state government gets reimbursements based upon the rate of adoptions.
All across the United States, from New York to Los Angeles, from Seattle to Florida, the story is the same. If you try to fight back or even appeal, Child Protective Services will retaliate.
So they need to say bye.
And remember the case of Vanessa Shanks, who had her kids taken away, and when she fought back, saw her relatives' kids taken away, and when she won her appeal, saw her attorney's child taken away? These former CPS workers say that kind of retaliatory power is common.
It's not just Child Protective Services. The judicial system is also implicated. Across the country, judges are being accused of misconduct. And even though many unjustly and brazenly damage lives, most continue to sit on the bench.
Your children belong to me.
It's just not right to just completely destroy someone's whole life, their children's lives.
Carolyn Conrad, Maria Chiarello, Laura Lynn, all three women lost custody of their children. They blame this man, Court Commissioner Alan Friedenthal. They claim he was unethical, unfair, and a bully behind the bench. 2 months after Friedenthal was publicly admonished, he was still appointed by fellow judges to be Secretary-Treasurer of the California Judges Association.
This isn't going to end until you cut off the head of the snake. And the head of the snake is the corruption in the courthouse and the family court.
Only one principle could help prevent this: due process.
Open family court. Remove the confidentiality laws. Give parents their rights verbally and in writing. I even feel that to terminate the rights of parents, the case should be heard before a jury.
So you can remain anonymous and have a vengeance against someone and have their children removed based on an anonymous call that has no basis in fact.
They have no systems and no regard and nothing in place to make sure that innocent families don't get caught up in the net.
They say CPS can come into your home, search it, and take your children without a warrant or a court order.
They say not even the police, sheriff, or FBI can do that.
They are guilty based solely on the opinion of CPS. They say such a system is unconstitutional.
The statistics show that almost 80% of children placed in foster care should never have been removed from their homes. There was never any abuse.
Who are they taking?
The state took her child away from her, her baby, her newborn baby away from her, is because she refused to pre-consent to having a C-section.
Searching the ruling, he found Judge George Pankow wrote the father did not participate in the same religious training as the mother and noted that the father was agnostic.
Mr. Speaker, we should not have one arm of the government ordering our service members to deploy and another arm of our government taking their children away from them based upon the fact that they were away servicing their country.
Sophia unlocked the sliding glass door and snuck outside into the patio area where there was toys out there on our property. And there were other kids playing with her toys, and she started to play with the kids outside.
Did she ever leave your property?
No, she never left my property. She stayed beside the sliding glass doors.
A woman has barricaded herself and her daughter inside their home.
State officials came to the house to remove the daughter from the home. That's according to a family member out here on the scene.
Godboldo came to the attention of Child Protective Services after she decided to stop giving her 13-year-old controversial antipsychotic medication.
Community groups have rallied on behalf of the family, saying parents should decide their children's medical treatment.
The state says that Shirley Hauser and her husband don't deserve the chance to raise their 2-day-old daughter. The question tonight is,
Why don't they give the children to relatives? Money.
I was one of these people who believed that CPS was there to help, and they're not.
The couple accuses CPS of stringing them along for months, making them think they would be adopting the baby girl.
I trusted him. I trusted everyone I spoke to.
Then Tina says she got a call from CPS telling her in 24 hours the baby would be adopted by her foster parents.
One factor is universal. The parents are predominantly too poor to fight back. The largest factor of adoptability is race. That factor has been given a number.
They are more desirable because that is what the demand is for. It's all based on a supply and demand. Children are looked at as merchandise.
We certainly have lots of calls from CPS employees who are alleging that adoptions are race-based, that Caucasian kids get preferential treatment over minority children.
The concerted effort to take children away and put them up for adoption was so brazen, she actually saw someone successfully place an order for children.
No one is asking one important question: what is this doing to children?
It has been reported over and over that 6 times as many children die in foster care than in the general public. I do not believe that a single child comes out whole after having been in this system.
This trailer is a taste of the documentary we're producing about the utter injustice that pervades this country in the name of child protection. As you've seen, the stories are everywhere. They're on the news, in the paper, on the internet. You may hear about them and shrug your shoulders. That is, until Child Protective Services and the family court system comes home to terrorize your family, like it has ours. Over the past year, a close and dear family member has had her 2 kids unjustly pulled from her arms and her home. The odyssey she is enduring is wretched, enraging, heart-wrenching, and most of all, totally wrong. In our story, there is an anonymous tip. The mother's side of the family suspects the ex, the father of her daughter, but will never be able to confront the reporter in court. CPS becomes involved. The basis? She maintains a dirty home.
The basis for what we're here for today is that she maintained a dirty home.
Yes.
The family is railroaded by the court. The daughter is placed with her father. The court and CPS have video of the girl talking about vicious spankings she gets from her father.
He doesn't hit you with 2 belts at the same time, does he?
Uh-huh. One in front and one in back.
He uses 2 belts.
Where in the front?
They have yet to do anything for over 4 months.
On your belly?
Right here.
On your belly?
No, right here.
Oh.
The judge enraged the father of her son for not thinking the children should have been taken from the mother.
Be quiet. I'm sorry. Why is that? It's not actually taking care of a child. Child's been placed in Michigan with his mother? Oh no. Shane goes right back to the cabinet. This child, no. I am not stupid. Either one of you. I am not stupid.
Permanently remands the boy to the custody of CPS, even though he is not even in their possession.
Custody of this child to the cabinet. Shane goes right back to the cabinet. This child, no.
He is placed in foster care where he gets a black eye. CPS still has done nothing. We need your help to tell this story. We want to hear your experiences and perspectives. Are you working in Child Protective Services and you can't take it anymore? Please contact us. Has your family been destroyed by the system? Please share with us what you've gone through. And we need your financial help. Our goal is to expose from the inside what real terror and tragedy this situation produces. While none of us would deny the need to protect children in legitimate jeopardy, and it may be necessary to place them in foster care, the reality is we're all just one fight with an ex or a neighbor, just one anonymous phone call away from losing our children. This is an American crisis. Please help us share the truth. Please contact us at CPSdocumentary@gmail.com. Thank you.